are you? Love and peace to Ray. One of the things that I love the most about Napoleon Hill was the concept of the mastermind group. Napoleon Hill believed that through the utilization of a mastermind group, your opportunity or your chances of success was greater. He believed that no one succeeded alone, that it was, in fact, it was having a group of like-minded individuals surrounding you, which was what will lead to success. These people will help you succeed. And it's clear to understand why when you're thinking of it in the form of vibrational frequency. Just for the fact that if you have a strong vibrational signal and you connect that with additional individuals who produce such this similar or equal frequency, bringing it together, you're going to have a greater effect. It's like having, instead of having a little spark of fire, you have a huge bonfire. And that's why you would have such great success. Interesting enough, the concept of mastermind group did not evolve from Napoleon Hill. It actually came from the Christian Bible, the 12 Apostles. Now, why is the mastermind group such an important thing to understand and to apply in your path? Because many of us believe that we have to be greedy, or we have to keep things to ourselves. We have to keep success to ourselves. We have to keep the wisdom of becoming successful to ourselves. And that as long as we do that, we will continue to just keep things for us. But the truth of the matter is that that's not how it works. Any great success story that you come across, you're gonna find out that the people didn't do it by themselves. They did it with help from someone, and that's the key. You see, the negative part of the laws, what I mean by that, the negative entities of this world, you can call it negativity, demons, you can call them outside circumstance situations, but you can call whatever you want. But there is such a thing of a negative energy, and for this conversation we'll use negative energy. But there are negative forces in this world, just like they're positive. There are angels, there are demons, there are good, there are bad, the yin, the yang. And you know, you got to be aware that they are going to try to lie to you, and a lot of times they will succeed. And so having a mastermind group is going to help you to be able to stay strong as you're walking your path. No matter how strong you are, it's always good to have a mentor or someone that has a little more years of experience in the field that you're walking on or walking towards. You want to be able to have someone that can, you know, you can help each other, lift each other, even if they don't have years of experience, but they have that like-minded desire, that like-minded vibration to better themselves, to have a better life. Those are the type of individuals you want to surround yourself with. When you surround yourself with individuals who are just trying to not be in the same mindset as you are, which is fine, that's their own right. I'm a big believer that everyone in creation are where they need to be, based off their path or their choices, or what is it they need to learn in order to continue to progress forward, to awaken. But what a lot of people don't understand is that you can avoid a lot of circumstances and situations if you have a good group, you have a good set of people that are like-minded. Now let's look at the different types of examples of a good group and a group that maybe you're, you know, I'm not gonna say bad, because who am I to judge, but maybe it's not the kind of group that you want to be around. So it's very simple. If you're around a group who, no matter how much success you have or how excited you become about the small successes, because you're gonna have a lot of small successes before you have a lot of big ones as you progress in the practical application of the universal laws of this mindset, you're gonna have a lot of internal successes. Because remember what I said, we're rewriting our belief systems, our paradigms, and that's wonderful. That's awesome. You know, like, you know, if you speak to me about that, I'd be like, wow, that's amazing, that's great. But if you may talk to certain friends and they may not be interested in it. They may say that's a lot of hocus pocus, or it's nonsense. And you always have choices with certain friends like that. One choice is that you can know that those kind of people like that you can't really talk to about that stuff, and that's okay. You can, you know, just not say anything and continue on that path. But here's the thing. The people that are really seeing results, these unique individuals that are like just really making the changes in their lives, and they're changing so quickly, and people are like, what the heck is going on with these people's lives? How is it that they're you know, just like boom, one minute they were like over here, now they're over here living this amazing life, and they're totally different. The way they think, the way they talk is totally different. They're leaps and bounds. They're changing through leaps and bounds. Why is that? Because they're willing to make that sacrifice. They're willing to make that choice for the greater good of what they believe in. And so they will be willing to say, okay, this person or this thing, you know, may not gratify me in a way that is going to allow me to grow. And sometimes you have to be able to be willing to put, if it's poison, if it's a you know, people or even a circumstance situation that doesn't allow you to grow, but that keeps you grounded in that negative aspect, then if you're willing to let that go, you're gonna be able to move quickly through a lot of the traps and tribulations. That's something that not many people can do. Not many people can do that. But the ones that do that have the greater gains, because they're able to just detach themselves from what they know it's poison. Now you gotta be careful, you gotta be cautious, because you really gotta make sure that the people and circumstance situations that you're detaching yourself from are not something that is going to be beneficial to you. And you got to make sure they're not lessons, they're not something that you need in that current moment that you're in. So we got to be cautious. This is where we got to have that finesse, that balance, you know, and the understanding of the laws. And if you don't know if you want to make certain some of those difficult choices, then that's when it's good to have you know, that mastermind group where you can speak and communicate with them. Now, sometimes you're not going to have in the beginning, you may or may not, depending, you know, how the universe, you know, where you're at vibrationally. Are you attracting that kind of vibration right now? Meaning to attract those kind of people. If you are, then you're blessed. Anyone can change their vibration. I mean, you can go from having no friends to having some really great people that are in the same vibrational frequency. I have done it. I've been blessed to be able to do that. You know, it wasn't just like, oh, here, I'm gonna do it. No, it took, we're talking about, you know, it took a long time for me to understand these things and to be able to apply that. And I can gladly say now that the people that I'm surrounded by, they, you know, nobody's perfect, but they are like-minded, and that's such a beautiful thing. It's such a game changer when you have people you can talk to who you trust in their opinion, and they're just like you. You're trying to do your best to be perfect. No one's perfect. You're never going to be perfect in the physical. I don't care who you think you are, you're never going to be perfect in the physical. no one was perfect in the physical. Okay. Now you may try to be perfect. That's your responsibility. Just like it's your responsibility to be authentic. Being authentic means to be your true, natural, divine self, and that's what we're here to do. And so that's something that you gotta make sure you understand. Surround yourself with like-minded people. Try to put yourself in circumstances, situations that are beneficial to you. What do I mean by that? Try to hang out in places you never hang out before. Give it a shot. Try to hang out with people you never normally wouldn't hang out with, and start hanging out with people that that are like-minded. There are so many groups out there. If you look, you can find them. So many groups out there in your community that of people, there are places that you can go. In the beginning, you may have to go at it alone, but they are out there. Connect with people on places like Facebook and whatnot. There's a lot of them out there. There may be people you may even end up talking to from different parts of the world. I have quite a few people that I know that they are like-minded. They are from the UK and different parts of the world, and that's, like I'm telling you, there's so many. We are out there. There's so many of us out there. It's all about reaching out to them and being open-minded and understanding that it's about non-judgmental and about the law of oneness, which is that you are them and they are a reflection of you, and it's all about sharing the knowledge, sharing the information. And if you can do that, you're going to have such a great time. You're going to learn such a lot, and you're going to remember things much more quickly, because those people that you're going to attract the reason why you are going to attract them is because they're a mirror reflection of you. They're going to have some kind of characteristical trait or ability that you're going to like admire, like, oh, I wish I had that. Well, yeah, you're admiring, you should have it, because they are a reminder that you have that ability already within yourself. And so they're kind of like the universe is using them to say, look, you have this, and then you remember, and then you pursue that, and next thing you know, you're able to do what they're doing. You see what I mean? And so you got to have that understanding of this reality. So mastermind group, you can visualize having a mastermind group. You can see them within your mind. I have a certain mastermind group within myself. And I just want to say, until next time, this is Ray. Peace out.